Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. I'm Alex Lippic. You join us here in Lisbon for EBAday 2024. And I'm delighted to be joined in the studio by Dawid Janas of Citi. And we're going to be discussing cross-border payments. It's great to see you, Dawid. Thank you for joining us.
Very nice meeting you too.
Absolute pleasure. And what a great event as well that we were at.
Yes, very nice crowd and a lot of buzz.
Absolutely, yeah. So what do you identify as the biggest changes currently happening within the cross-border payments industry in your opinion? Let's start there.
Very good question, because there's certainly a lot of change happening as we speak. And I'm going to perhaps build a little bit on Citi's research report on cross-border payments, future of cross-border payments, which we published about 6 months ago. And in that research report, we built on a study which we ran, or survey which we ran across more than 100 financial institutions. A lot of unpack there, but one theme which I would take from that report is that we definitely see a market share shift from traditional players to challengers, to digital banks, to fintechs, but also from traditional players who are not so quick to innovate to traditional players who are very innovative. And as we see this change happening, we ask our bank clients, why do you think it's happening? And then essentially it builds on consumerization of expectations of their underlying clients. Like in our daily lives, we expect everything to happen instantaneously. We expect constant transparency, constant feedback, and more of that expectations is shifting into experiences or expectations of experiences in cross-border payments. And those digital players are just better in delivering on these expectations.
Sure. So you mentioned the changes there. How can banks ensure success within this constantly moving, constantly changing environment we find ourselves in?
Very good question, and I think the answer to this is quite obvious. Like, continue to look at what your clients are looking for, right? And again, I'm going to build on that research report. When we asked our bank clients, when your underlying clients are moving to alternative provider, what is driving that shift? And the top three answers were very consistent. Clients are moving for faster payments, for more transparent cross-border payments, and for less expensive cross-border payments. Mm-hmm. So it's absolutely critical that banks who are looking to win in this space are going to focus on these three dimensions as they think about their innovation journeys, innovation strategies. And I would just add to this that the outlook from our bank clients is that despite the focus on this innovation, they expect to lose about 10 to 15%, maybe 20% of market share to fintechs in the next 5 to 10 years, right? But absolutely, I strongly believe that those banks who are going to focus on innovating in that space are going to be able to protect that market share and gain the market share from institutions who are just going to give up.
You mentioned innovation. So what technologies do you think can drive this change effectively?
Yeah. Again, I'm going to continue to build on that research report. When we asked that question to our bank clients, the top answer was that in mid to short term, in about next 2 to 5 years, it's going to be the most transformative is going to be the shift towards 24/7, 365 operations in cross-border payments. And Citi is certainly a huge believer in that. That's why we launched in late 2022 24/7 US dollar clearing. We now have more than 130 institutions actively using this service, making it really what I believe is an unmatched multi-bank 24/7 clearing network out there. When we look at technologies who are going to make a difference in the next 5 to 10 years, again, our clients are telling us that it's going to be blockchain DLT, potentially it's going to be AI potentially. And I agree with the statements potentially, and I agree with the statements that it's going to be rightly long-term impact rather than short-term impact, because while both of these technologies are very promising, we are still looking for scalable use cases and how to use them at scale. From Citi's perspective, we certainly have a lot of experiments which will run in AI space. We are also active in the DLT blockchain space. Last year we launched our Citi token services for cash and for trade. We actively participate in industry initiatives such as RLN, RSN. We look at Project Agora. So obviously a lot happening in that space. One technology which I would highlight, which is kind of scoring across our clients' portfolio, kind of in the middle in terms of potential impact, but I believe it's absolutely fundamental, is adoption of APIs, because everything that we do, we have to deliver in a sleek fashion to our clients' interfaces, and this has to happen through APIs. And I think, to be honest, our corporate colleagues or traditional corporations are very quick to adopt APIs, and somehow financial institutions and banks are lagging a little bit. We need to catch up.
You mentioned the adoption of APIs. You also mentioned scalability. So how can banks, do you think, really scale this cross-border payments process to benefit their clients and their end customers at the end of the day, do you think?
Again, very good question. The way I think about innovation is, in this particular space, in cross-border payment space, is that the payment is no longer a commodity. And for me as a product manager, it's really exciting. When I joined this space about 15 years ago, it was very difficult to differentiate. Now the formula is out there. You need to differentiate on transparency, cost, and on speed of processing. Sure. And you know that if you are going to build the right solution for your clients, you are going to gain market share. This is what is happening in front of our eyes. Clients are shifting towards providers who are delivering better solutions. So the question then is, I know that I need to build better solution for speed, transparency, and cost. The question is, do I build them? Do I buy them, or do I borrow them? Right? So essentially, do I, buy a fintech who already developed something, a particular corridor here and there? Do I build these capabilities myself, or do I borrow through partnering with another institution? And I believe that for most local and regional banks, borrow or partner is the way to go. Right? It's the way to deliver to their underlying clients, probably through APIs, solution which gives their underlying clients the best way to send a payment from country A to country B, or even better, maximum options to deliver this payment, whether this is delivering payment through instant payments or cross-border, ACH, even delivering payments to wallets. All of these solutions are available. It's just a matter of institutions partnering to deliver them to their underlying clients.
Dawid, it's a really interesting insight. Thank you so much for sharing with us. You certainly educated me. So it'll be interesting to see how things develop moving forwards. But in the meantime, I'll let you get back. I know you've got a busy schedule to the busy event, but thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.